young Brazilian stands on the runway, hoping to launch herself into history. It would be a Hollywood ending for someone who, just 2 months earlier, wasn't even sure she'd make it to Tokyo. Can a girl from a favela in Sao Paulo overcome a difficult childhood and 3 devastating injuries to vault herself to the top of the Olympic podium?
The story of perseverance that Rebecca Andrade represents is astonishing, really.
Or will the mounting pressure of Brazil's need for a hero in gymnastics be too much for Rebecca Andrade to stick the landing? Wait for it. Welcome back. I'm Lisanne de Witte and get ready to be floored by the story of a girl who beamed to the top of the gymnastics world. Our tale begins in the poor community of Guarulhos. Rebecca's single mom had to walk miles each day just to get to a job. When her 3-year-old daughter couldn't stop doing cartwheels and climbing trees, she realized Rebecca possessed a talent that could springboard her to a life beyond her wildest dreams. When Rebecca tagged along with her aunt to work, which happened to be at a gym, teachers there also saw something special. The 4-year-old was soon training like a little pro, quickly earning the nickname Daianinha de Guarulhos, after Brazil's world champion gymnast. At age 10, Daianinha showed such promise she moved to Rio de Janeiro to train at an elite facility. Many predicted she'd become one of the most talented gymnasts of her generation. Would the Brazilian finally reach a point where she could live up to those expectations?
And everyone wondered whether she was ever really going to be able to show what she was capable of.
Wait for it. Women's artistic team gymnastics has been part of the Olympics for close to 100 years. Individual events, like the vault, joined the lineup in 1952. But Brazil didn't enter the gym until 1980. Those pioneering athletes just hoped to qualify. But over the next few decades, in Brazil, the sport made the jump from the fringe to the mainstream. In 2003, Rebecca's nicknamesake, Diana dos Santos, took the sport by storm. Expectations were high with her Olympic debut in 2004 in the floor exercise, an event she was so good at, they named not 1, but 2 acrobatic skills after her. But an out-of-bounds fall doomed her to 5th place. 4 years later, she helped Brazil make their first ever Olympic team final. But again, no podium. And though Diane qualified in 2012, she didn't make it to any finals. Even in defeat, she became a star in Brazil and made little girls that looked like her dream that they could be her, most notably Rebecca Daianinha Andrade. The last-minute qualifier for Tokyo found herself in the finals of the women's all-around, where she'd compete in 4 disciplines: vault, uneven bars, balance beam, and the floor. Amazingly, she was battling for the title.
Well, that is a beautiful vault. Above the bar and a stuck dismount. She's looking solid. Selling the routine.
Sadly, during her floor routine, Rebecca stepped out of the bounds twice, costing her fractions of a point.
And I've just got a little bit of my heart that says, please, Andrade, I hope she gets a medal. She's second overall. The first medal for a Brazilian woman in artistic gymnastics of any colour on any apparatus. It's so exciting to see.
There were tears in the eyes of a grateful nation as they watched Rebecca make history. Could she use that momentum and up her game to bank gold in the vault?
She performed it well in warm-up, so...
Wait for it. It's fitting that the vault is Rebecca's forte. She's been leaping over obstacles and landing on her feet her whole life. At 16, right at the beginning of her senior career, poised to take the world by storm, she suffered an ACL tear. The 17-year-old Brazilian fought her way back, making it to the ultimate stage in her own country. but she was floored by the competition and neither she nor her team medaled. The defeat only left the teen more determined. Unfortunately, a year later, she suffered a second ACL tear in the same knee. This was just one more obstacle standing in her way, but once more, she cleared it. With a healthy knee, just before the qualifying events for Tokyo began, another ACL tear. Devastated, her dreams and those of a nation, much like her ACL, were torn apart. But as a global pandemic put the world on hold, her knee had ample time to heal. And at the last possible meet, she qualified for 2 Olympic events, the all-around and the vault. By the time she reached the vault finals, the all-around silver medalist was on the cusp of making history again. The 8 finalists each had 2 vaults to attain the highest average.
This is it for Michaela Skinner. Will it hold up for long?
Rebecca vaulted third.
Looks like it was off direction.
And that's now the score to chase.
There were 5 more trying to catch her.
Andrade, coach, is watching, waiting, wondering.
It came down to one last gymnast. The scores come in.
The score to come in, 14.666. Rebecca Andrade is your vault winner. I hope this is bringing some joy to Brazil, which has had a torrid time with COVID. She's got a silver medal and now a gold, Andrade. Multiple leg surgeries. She's persisted. She's prevailed.
Rebecca dedicated her medals to her mom, family, and everyone who supported her dreams from the start. I can't think of a better example of how perseverance can help you vault over your obstacles, leap over life's difficulties, and land on your feet. We've dismounted from another riveting tale of triumph, but fear not, there are many more moments to share and children to aspire. As always, you'll have to wait for it. Sorry. Yes, no, yes.